So let me just start out by saying that with headphones like this, in this price bracket, roughly $350 for a set of these, I'm going to be a little bit more picky than I would for, like, say, the Audio-Technica ones, because those are more like $150 or $180 depending on where you're shopping. But for $350, I mean, maybe that's not a lot by a lot of people's standards, but for me, that's quite a bit. First and foremost, I guess the thing that matters most with these is the sound quality. Should just start there by saying that it's excellent. Very accurate sound, very precise, very clean. The range I noticed on these, after extensive listening to mainly movies and audiobooks, but also some music, these are great with like classical music or anything with like an orchestra, especially with the open back. Makes it sound like you're sitting in the center of the orchestra, so the sound on these, it feels like it's more than just between the headphones. It feels like it's the room is full of the sound. So for me, I use these ones mainly at home, given that they're the open back, which is they're not going to be great for like on the train or on a plane or something like that, because basically these leak all the sound out of the sides. You can almost see through it, actually. You can kind of see the guts. Probably not. You probably can't, but I can. So, another thing too is, even though it's very accurate, like if you have like a movie or something you're watching and there's like some heavy bass, something blowing up, these don't pull any punches. There's still quite a bit of bass with these, but it's not overpowering. It's not sloppy like a Skull Candy kind of headphones. It's very clean. It's very sharp. As far as all the specifics go, there are plenty of other YouTube channels that will go through all the different numbers, which, to be honest, means nothing to me. But all I really care about is the sound quality at this point. That being said, I do have some issues with it. For $350, I expect it to be pretty stinking top notch as far as quality. Now, a couple things about this. As far as this goes, like from here to here, I think it's great, with the exception of the pad. Now, I don't think they're supposed to be, and this is how it came to me out of the box, like squished at an angle. I don't think these are supposed to be that way. Maybe it's just because it was in the box for a million years. I don't know if there's a reason for it being cloth versus like this, I doubt it's real leather. I wonder if Brainwaves makes a replacement pad for these that is all the leather like I do have on my solid base. Just from experience, I've noticed that these will collect like a lot of lint over time. Again, picking it apart. Another thing that I don't know that I'm really crazy about. First of all, they are very comfortable, but I'm thinking long term here, thinking hours of use. And so one thing that I'm wondering is how long is this gonna last? How long is this attachment to this leather headband with the kind of velvety interior gonna last, really? And how hard is that to replace? Versus like a regular headband, you can usually get like a cover for it to protect it. What are you gonna do with this? I do like that it's a lot of metal. This is metal. This mesh here, which is pretty stinking tough, is metal. This is metal. This whole thing is metal here. Imagine a lot of the interior is too. That being said, and I'm probably the only one that's gonna be bugged by this because I made these countertops. I'm a little bit concerned, like if you have like a wood desk or something and you drag it across, it's gonna scratch the crap out of it. I just wish the design was a little bit more streamlined. It's a very simple headband, but because of that, they don't have the wire feed in the two. So you have this thing they send you, which is my next grief. This cord feels cheap, like something the one that came on the Audio-Technica M50Xs, way sturdier than this one. These feel cheap. Now it works, but I'm thinking longevity here, plus it kind of kinks and coils. I do like that it has a 90 degree in the end, but aside from that, the cord is kind of, I mean, I guess I'm expecting top of the line cord at least for $350. You're really gonna tell me they couldn't have gotten a better one? This feels like a budget $10 cord to me. But beyond that, they do feel solid. They are very comfortable. With the open back like that, the air moves through it a little bit easier. They still get warm after wearing them for hours and hours, but compared to like the closed back ones, to be fair though, this is my very first open back pair of headphones that I've owned personally. I have tried them before. I've always liked the way they sound. Like if you're listening to guitar music or something, it sounds like it's in the corner, not in your head, I guess is probably the way I would put it. So the pads, when I looked online, this thing was advertised as on-ear. I don't know if it was just the site that I was looking at classified it that way. These definitely are over-ear headphones. The only other thing I would say about the bands, and I understand this is probably just to make it really, really durable, is how they, like, this is all one piece from here to here and all the way over to here. Well, from here to here, excuse me, is all metal, and then these guys extend for comfort. I wish there was a swivel. I wish they would have put a little bit more design and thought into the actual band that holds it onto your head. Now that's just me. It's a personal preference. And like I said, I wish they would have done a different pad when that was all leather. Again, $350, I expect these to last a long time and sound amazing. Now they probably will last a long time just because they feel like they're built like a tank. Obviously the pads will probably need to be switched out at some point. But I guess I was expecting the cord to be a little bit more durable. Now the thing is I'm pretty much very loyal to Audio-Technica when it comes to sound. The solid bass headphones are great. The M50Xs are great for the price tag, but I didn't want in the $300 price range with the open back ones for Audio-Technica, which for me is the kiss of death. The cord isn't removable. Now, if you've owned headphones for a long period of time, you'll know that this is the very first thing to go. Either you set it down or you're listening to it like in bed or whatever, and you get a kink on it, and so then you have to replace it. Well, if it's attached, obviously it's going to be a big deal to replace the cord. So that's one thing that they got right on this. Also, a pro, even though the cord is kind of crap, one of the pros is that it's a regular standard post. It's not like a proprietary post. So for example, on the Audio-Technicas, the post for the one pair that I did find that had removable, I think there was one in the $300 price range. Below that though, those are not removable. Like I think there's some for like 180. Those are not removable. But the ones that are removable for Audio-Technica, it's a proprietary post. It's super long, so you have to get it from them or made special. This one I can probably find. I'm sure there are other companies that have made a replacement for this. So like I said, this will be the first thing that I swap out. The pads, we'll see. I'll give them a little bit more listening time. They seem okay. I don't know that I'm excited about them. And the swivel, I can live with the swivel not being there on the ends. They're still really comfortable. Just a couple of things that I'm nitpicking. But like I said, $350. I don't know that it's worth it. The sound is excellent. I wish they would have given me a better cord. And I wish they would have rethought over this headband a little bit differently. It is solid. But there is some stuff to be desired. Now, I have looked online at reviews. These do have mixed feelings. So I'm not the only one that has mixed feelings on them. As far as sound quality though, excellent sound quality. I'm sure there's probably people who have modified these. That's probably perhaps something I have to look into. But I just don't see this. I don't know if you can see that. I just don't see this attachment lasting very long, especially after lots and lots of use. For $350, I expect to get years and years of use out of these. But I just don't know without having to replace stuff. Whereas like Audio-Technica, all that stuff is pretty easy to find. People, they change out pads and stuff in those all the time. So that's just my thoughts. Let me know if I'm just being picky. Maybe $350 is cheap headphones nowadays. But like I said, I thought I was spending a lot of money on headphones when I bought my M50Xs, which were $180 I think I spent, but I've seen them as cheap as $130. Also, this thing in the box, if you go back and look at the unboxing, has like this beautiful velvet thing that it sits in. And I'm sure that's strictly presentation. I would prefer them not to present it that good and just give me a bag to put these in and not have the velvety interior pretty for when you're opening it. So I'm more of a practical kind of guy, I guess. Let me know, guys, what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll talk to you next time.